Well, welcome everyone to the Freedom Investment Club introduction. My name is Ariana Munker, and I'm so thrilled to be here because I'm going to share with you my personal experience with how I came to be a part of an investment club. And I'll tell you, it's made a huge financial difference to me and my family, but I want everyone to know about this. So I'm super excited to share with you how you too can have the same breakthrough that I'm having. And first, I'd like to share with you my personal story. So 13 years ago, I was introduced to this investment club opportunity. And at first, I wasn't really sure what it was about, but I said, you know what? It had health attached to it. I said, I'm in. I want to feel good. I want to drop a couple of pounds, which I did, 18 pounds down through this process. But the big breakthrough was I got to create a true income stream for my family. And I'll just tell you why. My husband was the breadwinner. I was kind of the pretty girl that just sat around and had parties. And I'll tell you, I did make money. I was an actress. But my business as an actress was very much, you got a job and then it was done. And then you didn't know when the next job was. So it was uncertain. His job was really certain, except I never saw him. One time he even worked on his birthday for 24 hours, and at 3 a.m. I brought him a little cupcake and sang happy birthday to him. And we knew that this was not going to be something that would be lasting because I never saw him and he never saw me, and we couldn't enjoy the money, you know, the way that you would if you had more time. So for me, time freedom was critical. When I discovered this investment club, I saw the opportunity for me to give my husband the ability to just be free again. You know, he's a writer, so his love is to write novels and things. So now he gets to do this. I actually retired him with this investment club. So I'm so excited. I want to share with you all the ways that we did it. And for you, it'll be your own personal journey. But let's talk now exactly about I think, is something that we're calling the problem. And actually, I'm going to call it the new normal. But what we're looking at is there's just not enough money that people can count on first if you have an emergency. And then who's actually doing a retirement nest egg these days? Most people are living week to week, paycheck to paycheck. So there are those now that also have a lot of money, but actually what they lack is time. They don't have enough time. That was my conversation with my husband. And then there are those who actually don't have either. They don't have time or money. And what would happen to your family if your income was gone, like your job was gone? Imagine the future and how you're ready to retire and you have to continue working. But we have something that we can help improve the situation. Now, let's just talk about typical solutions before we get to the big solution. People go for second jobs. They try to go into the stock market, right? Like right now, lots of people are doing things like Airbnb and Lyft and Uber and eBay and Amazon, you know, and those are good opportunities, but you still have to be there to do that, right? And this is due to this changing economy we have, and we're calling it the shared economy, right? Share your room in your home, that's the shared economy. You pick up people with your car, that's the shared economy. Now, there are probably 4 traditional ways that people have currently always made money. The first way is employer-employee. And there you're just exchanging time for money. And by the way, 95% of our population does that. And the sad thing is only 5% of that population, they own 95% of the world's wealth. So in essence, you work for money. Now, then there's the self-employed. And that's kind of going in the right direction, but you're still exchanging your time for money, but you work for yourself. And I was doing that as an actress. Then you can also be a business owner. Boy, that's also going in the right direction, but man, your overhead can be really, really high. I mean, you have to put a lot of money in to start a new business. So in this case, though, people are working for you. Now, the final area that most people can make money in is investing. Real estate, stock market, CDs, IRAs, money market funds. But the thing is, you need to have money to make money. In this case, though, the money works for you. Now, can you imagine you being more in control of your time and money? I'm telling you, the possibilities are practically limitless. So this is the stuff that I've been waiting for. Let's talk about our pathway to a solution that we're using. Now, our investment club is a combination between a business owner and an investor. And our business is in the vehicle of network marketing. And I know you might have had some synapses in your brain go bing, 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 network marketing. Isn't that blah, blah, blah? Isn't it XYZ? Well, let me tell you, just listen to the rest of this presentation with an open mind. And I bet you're going to go, wow, I didn't know that about network marketing or the potential of it. By the way, it's the business of the 21st century. And this is how I started out. And it created a six-figure income for me. Now, I understand that it's like the second fastest growing industry in the world, and it's right behind big pharma. So what would it be like if you had financial freedom, you owned your future, and you could even leave a legacy to your family and your children? Now, there are people that actually talk about network marketing. They're big monkey mucks too, like Robert Kiyosaki. He is the best-selling author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and he says the richest people in the world look and build networks, and we all have networks. Everyone else, though, looks for work. Think about that for just a second. And I think that I even came from that. Now, we also want to talk about another group that talks about network marketing. It's the FTC. You know, those are the big dogs. They regulate businesses. And you know what the FTC says about network marketing? They said it's just individuals selling products to the public through word of mouth. And a word of mouth $200 billion industry a year kind of word of mouth. That was kind of a full word of mouth for me. So let me just share with you a little bit more about what network marketing really is. This is a business model, by the way, where products are distributed, consumers of the products are rewarded with residual income. Now, once you understand what residual income is, oh my gosh, the game is over because it's a treasure hunt. Now, what network marketing is, it's products being distributed by word of mouth through teams of people who are creating other teams of people, and we're helping people grow their investments. Do you know that it's taught in Harvard Business School? So it's legit. And there are way more millionaires created in this industry than any other industry in the world, out of regular people like you and me. There's some other proof that I can share with you. So it's vetted and written about in top business magazines like Fortune 500 says, this is an investor's dream. It's the best kept secret in the business world. You know what? It also gives you a really high return on a small investment. And Forbes, they say this is the answer to the retirement savings crisis for everyone. So it's been vetted and recommended by people such as Sir Richard Branson, Warren Buffett, like one of the, probably wealthiest men in the world, Paul Zane Pilsner, Tony Robbins, I love him. He's the king and the guru of personal growth. Brian Tracy, John Gray, who wrote that great book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. They all have network marketing companies that they invest in as their personal investment club. So there's this gentleman named Dave Ramsey. He's an author, a financial advisor. He's a motivational speaker. In fact, he has the third largest talk show in the US. And he says, the worst thing you can do is get a second job. The best thing you can do is get a home-based business. And that's for a lot of reasons. I mean, there's like deductions you can take. You get everything you earn, the full amount. You get to deduct parts of your phone or your rent or your travel. And then you pay taxes on what's left over. And you know what? Talk to a tax person and ask them, do you know about home-based businesses and all the advantages that I can have with it? Because even if you have a regular job, have a home-based business. You can take deductions off just for that. That's a good enough reason right there. And with this, you will be able to actually speed up your wealth goals. So you might be asking yourself, well, what do I look for in a network marketing, company? How do I invest in one of them? Well, I'll give you the parameters. And you might even want to write this down. You want to have something that's unique, high quality, and something you can't get anywhere else. And I always think the best kind of products are consumable products, healthy foods that make you feel good, right? Products that are in demand, that men, women, old, young, kids, athletes, everybody wants. Also, products that when you take in your body, you develop a passion for, because you're shifting your health and your life is just so dramatic. That's what happened to me. 18 pounds down. I just didn't even look back. I thought I found, the fountain of youth. And you want a company that has a variety of products, because one product probably not going to be long-term. Now, you also need to have a corporate management that is excellent and impeccable. And you want free training, because some companies charge for training. You want a company that gives it to you for free. And then you also want to have a company that has a great track record. And we're talking about at least 5 years moving their business upward, not even stabilizing it, but being in a upward mobile breakthrough for the company. So let me just share with you a really best case scenario. Really, when you're looking at a company, this is a business model, by the way, so I'll explain a little bit about what those, indications are. You want to look for a company, though, that is in active momentum. So there's formulation, concentration, momentum, and stability. And let me just put this in perspective for you. If this is a $200 billion a year industry, you want the industry that the company that you go towards being a part of that huge, amount of money, like being at the top of their game. And by the way, these other industries, music, film, sports, they don't even come close to network marketing in terms of sales per year. In fact, the music and film industry, they used to be higher, but because of the changes in our economy and the internet, that has changed for them too. So I want you to understand something super special, because this has impacted me. Of women making $100,000 or more a year, do you know that 82% of them are doing it in the network marketing sector? Think about that. And with all the flexible hours that they have and the unlimited potential, wow. So who else can do this? So I've talked about women, but let's talk about like ranges of age. So millennials, right? They're all about value and passion and purpose, and they love doing stuff online that's entrepreneurial. And in fact, they don't even want to do that 40 thing, 40 hours a week for 40 years, and then you get 40 years of pension. They're not into that anymore. How about the Gen Xers? They're also entrepreneurial, and they're balanced, and they're happy, they're super active, but they work to live. They don't want to live to work like our parents did. That's my dad. I never saw him. In the morning, he'd have his coffee and toast, and then I'd see him in the evening for dinner. And also Gen Xers, they're having one thing that our parents didn't do, which is a downfall. They're actually saving less than their parents did. So what they're doing is they're thinking, well, something might come along. But the beauty is that if you're listening, actually something has. It's what we have. Now, baby boomers, which I'm going to just admit, part of that generation. We, though, are a generation that says, wait a minute, I'm doing it differently. I'm not doing it like that. We're the rebels. And by the way, 65% of the purchasing power, we have that. We want to stay youthful, healthy. We want to keep working. In fact, you know what baby boomers, how they want to retire? On a motorcycle or a surfboard or some great adventure. So I want to share with you our favorite investment club. So there's areas that you can look at in network marketing, but I'm going to tell you right now, the best place to go is the industry of global wellness. So just think for a moment, how many people do you know right now that you can name in your head who want to drop weight? Oh my gosh, I can think of 5 people. I just spoke to somebody today about it. And how many people do you know who want to get healthy or have more energy or stay young and youthful? That's what this is about. We're in an industry of global wellness, and it is a 3.4, and I'm going to say this word, $1 trillion a year industry. It's 3 times larger than the worldwide pharmaceutical industry. And you have beauty in it. You have anti-aging. You have fitness. And you know what is so much fun? We get paid in this investment club to get healthy. Think about that. It's a huge industry, lots of interest, and everybody is eventually going to turn to this industry just for their own wellness. Now, I'd like to take a moment and talk about something called exponential growth. You're going to go, okay, I haven't heard of that, or I've heard of it, but I'm going to walk you through it because this is where the income stream comes in the investment club. So what if I said, I'm going to give you $1 million right now. I'm going to give it to you $1 million. Or I'm going to give you a penny, doubled, every day for a month. Your choice. Which would you choose? Okay, so imagine if you had chosen $1 million right now. I mean, that would be awesome, right? But I'm going to tell you something. You would have left $9 million on the table. So I invite you to do this for yourself later, but this is what we're talking about because this is what this industry is all about. Now, the cool thing is it's super easy to join. You'll open an account, it's $29, and then you invest in a variety of health products, your choice, whatever works for you. And then you're going to share with a couple of friends, just 2. See if they want to join your investment club. Now, think for just a moment now, how many people do you know who might even want to do that with you? And then you maintain an investment order of $160 per month for 6 months. By the way, did I say that you get to eat your inventory? I think I did, because that's the best part. So of the 280 millionaires in our investment club right now, they all started like this. And now I'm going to give you a little bit of an example of what it looks like to have the investment club work for you. And it's called the power of 2. So remember all those pennies? I want you to watch this. Now, of course, all you do is talk to people. You find out what they want, what's important to them, then you listen, and then you share a vision, just like we're doing here. Now, some people will suddenly go, what? Is this possible? Can I really do this? Will I get support? Absolutely. And by the way, you'll get paid to unlimited levels. But right now, we won't go into the details of that. That you can talk about when you actually want to step into the investment club. But this is how it works. So what we're looking at right here, it's not the actual plan, but we're going to show you how exponential growth does work. Okay, so if you were to come in and bring 2 people and then help 2 people get their 2 people, and then everybody got their 2 within their first week, here is what the numbers would look like. And basically the only way that I can show this to you is just, let's look at this, let's look at the PowerPoint, and let's see. So week 1, you are basically creating your investment of $160, and you bring 2 people that join in. And on week 4, look at that, that's pretty interesting. So the return on your investment is practically what you put in week 1. I think that's pretty amazing. So now if everyone got their 2, the first week they joined, and invested every 30 days as well, by the 8th week, and let's see that slide, look how much you'd be earning, right? $2,600 per week. And remember, you only invested $320 because this is your second month, right? 2 investments, $160 each. Now, if you get to week 12, so if everyone got their 2 people the first week they joined and continued to invest the $160 every 30 days, by the 12th week, which is your 3rd month, you'd be making a whopping $42,000. Do the math. This is what is available. Now, of course, these are figures in geometric progression, and they are only created in a perfect world, right? We don't promise a perfect world because we don't live in one. Except it does take my breath away a little, because what if you only got 10% of that? Then you'd still be earning $4,200 per week. And then let's just say, what if you only got $4,200 per a month? But what if you only got $4,200, period? So let's just go over it again. You've invested $400 in the first 12 weeks, and your net earnings would still be $3,720. Would that be worth it to you? With this system, everyone wins. They win with their health, they win with their wealth. And it's simple and easy, and it really is all just about helping people improve their lives. And that's why I have been doing this for 13 years, because I love making a difference to my family and my friends and my community. So let me just share with you a vision for you. Like, let's take a moment and make a vision. It isn't true now, but it could be for the future. So I want you to imagine that you are earning $4,200 per week, or if you want to be conservative, $4,200 per month. What impact would that have in your life? What impact would that have on your family, your children, your nest egg, your travel plans, your dream house possibility, your new car? What would it feel like if you didn't have all that stress with finances? What if you could just pay off the loans that you have, right? So I want to invite you to join our Freedom Investment Club today. And you'll get tools, you'll get support, and you will be a part of the most loving, exciting community I have ever thought I would ever be a part of. So I'm just going to tell you, get back with the person who invited you to this call and talk to them. Ask the questions that you need to get asked and answered, and see if this might be right for you. Thank you again.